Hi guys, and welcome to a brand new video. Now for today's video I am just mega excited for this video and to try out these makeup goodies. We're going to be trying out some L'Oreal Los Angeles makeup goodies, and I'm really excited because I haven't played around with her cosmetic line in such a long time. And these items that I've wanted to get my hands on for ages, so let's dive in. So before we get started in trying out the makeup goodies, I just wanted to say where you can get these from. So I am obviously in the UK and L'Oreal Los Angeles Cosmetics is over in LA. So it does take a lot of time and a lot of money to get the items into the UK. So bearing that in mind, I found this website called Beauty Cutie. So I've just pulled up the website on my phone so you guys can see what the website looks like. I will also link their website down below, so if you guys are interested in purchasing any of these products that we talk about today, you can go over and check it out. So I didn't even know that this website existed, so let's dive in and tell you bit by bit how much these products retail for on this website. Hey, what's going on? What's all these lights? So the first product that I purchased from the Beauty Cutie website is the L'Oreal Los Angeles Sleigh Bell Loose Powder Highlighting Trio, and the packaging of this is so adorable, and this usually retails for £25.60 on their website, and I actually paid £15.36. So on the Beauty Cutie website at the minute they do have a sale on all L'Oreal Los Angeles products that they do retail on their website. So this is the box of the loose highlighting set, and you get the shades Sugar and Spice, Sweet and Saucy, and Warm and Toasty. So this is how they come in their packaging, and they are absolutely adorable. So this is what the packaging looks like up close, so you guys can just get a real look of the sort of aesthetic that's going on with her brand. And I don't actually own any loose highlighters. I didn't actually realise this until today, that I don't own any loose highlighters, so I'm so excited to give these bad boys a go today. So the next item that I purchased off of the website is the Glazed and Bronze Lip Kit by L'Oreal Los Angeles. These are the two highlighter palettes, and these usually retail for £35 on the Beauty Cutie website, and I paid £21 for this. So this is what the packaging looks like when you do get the palettes, and I love the unicorns of this. It's so pretty. So when you open up the box, it is quite weighty, I must say, but there is two palettes in here. So you have the bronzed kit, and then you also have the glazed kit. So these are what the two palettes look like, and I'm going to be doing swatches of these a little bit later. And then lastly, I also picked up 4 of her liquid lipsticks. Now I actually haven't tried out her liquid lipstick formula before, so I thought why not give it a go. We have the shade Pouty and Nice, I think that's how you pronounce it, and that retails for £12.80, but I got it on sale for £7.68. Then we have the iconic shade Nakey, which this usually retails for £12.80 again, and I got it for £7.68. Then we have 2 of her most recent shades that came alongside the Glazed and Bronze lip kits, and we have the shade Mai Tai and Cabana. Now these are slightly more expensive. These do retail for £16 on usual retail price on the website, and they are on sale at the minute for £9.60. So obviously we have quite a lot of highlighters to try out today, and I only have one face, so we're going to try and apply as much highlighter to this face as possible, and I'm so unbelievably excited for this. So let's do this. So first of all, the palette that I was most excited for in this whole order of mine is the glazed kit. Now when this arrived, it did arrive smashed, so I did have to fix it, and it was the shade Diamonds, but I don't think I've done too much of a bad job. I have already swatched these over on my Instagram, so I'll link my Instagram down below for you guys so you can go over and check that out as well. So I've just zoomed you guys in slightly so you guys can get a close-up on what the swatches look like. So we're going to dive in to the glazed palette first, and I'm going to swatch the shade Diamonds. and I'm going to swatch it on here. Hopefully you guys can see this, and that is the first shade. I don't know whether that swatched okay. This is obviously the shade that did break in transit to here, but this shade is so pretty. I love this one. So next we're going to swatch the shade Glow Gal, which looks like this, and we're going to just swatch it right underneath. Oh wow, that one looks so pretty. If you guys can see that there, the reflection is insane. So now we're going to swatch the shade Rose All Day, and it's like a really nice pinky shade. It's on this finger here, and I'm just going to swatch it for you guys so you guys can see. It's probably going to be really bad. Was that good? No, that was terrible. So this shade I would probably use as like a blush topper or something like that, because I am quite pale skinned, so yeah. And then the last shade in this palette is the shade Cinnamon Sugar, which is a really nice bronzy shade, and I'm just going to swatch it and then hold it up for you guys. And that is what the shade looks like there, and this colour scheme is like so pretty. So I'm gonna apply the shade Diamonds, which is the shade that did break in transit, so hopefully it's not gonna pick up too much pigment. So let's just go to town. I'm just gonna apply it here, and this is a Morphe M501 brush. Oh my god, look at that. I'm gonna focus this on the apples of my cheeks as well. That is such a pretty colour. Wow, look at that. Oh damn! I'm gonna switch my brush, and this is a JS4 brush, and she is a little bit poofy, I must say. And we're gonna dip into the shade Glow Gal, and I'm gonna pop this just up here. Oh my god, look at that. That is insane. These are like wet on your skin. Wow, they look so pretty. I'm gonna add a little bit here as well. Oh my god! And then just for the fun of it, I'm going to take the shade Rose All Day, tap off the excess because I don't want too much pink on my cheeks, and I'm just going to focus this just on the apples of my cheeks. Oh my god. And I might pop this on my chin as well, and a little bit on my nose. So instantly I am mega impressed with this palette so far, so let's move on to the bronzed kit. So this is what the bronze kit looks like, and obviously these shades are going to be on the slightly darker side for me, so hopefully we're going to be able to make these work, but I'm just going to swatch some of the shades for you. So the first shade we're going to be swatching is the shade Yacht Club, and this is such a pretty bronze, like a true bronze colour, and I'm just going to swatch this on my hand. Wow, that swatched like butter. Oh my god. Then we're going to swatch the shade Rose Goals. Oh, these ones feel slightly more creamier than the glazed kit for some reason. Then we've got the shade Gold Rush, which is on this finger here. Oh, that was a bit too close, but that's Gold Rush right there. And then the last shade is called On the Glow, which is like a proper deep bronze colour. But this would be nice for an eyeshadow. That's the shade there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shade Rose Goals, and I'm going to pop this on my apples of my cheeks on this side, and I'm using the other side of this brush, and I'm just going to pop this on the apples of my cheeks like so. Oh, that actually works as like a blush topper. That is so pretty, and these are going on dry skin as well, because what I want to point out is that normally I spritz my face and then I apply my highlighter over the top, so it gives it more of that wet dewy look, and the fact that these are performing like that already with dry skin is pretty impressive. I'm actually loving this shade here. I'm actually going to pop it on this side as well. We're going to be like the Tin Man after this video, I can tell you now. What I want to do is I'm going to apply this shade Yacht Club, which is that bronze shade, and I want to pop this in my inner corner. I haven't got any inner corner highlight on or brow bone highlight. That is really pretty as an inner corner highlight for me. Normally I would go for like a icy sort of inner corner highlighter, but This bronze shade is actually doing it for me. I do really like that. I also want to pop the shade Gold Rush on the top and see what that does. Oh god. That makes it like super blinding. I don't know whether you guys can see that there. Doesn't really go with the aesthetic of my look. Does it? I don't know. It kind of does. Maybe I should turn my phone off whilst I'm filming. The only shade in this palette that I haven't tried out yet is On The Glow, and I'm a little bit on the fence whether to try this out or not, because I feel like it's probably not going to work on my skin complexion, because this palette is obviously supposed to be for people of deeper complexion, and then obviously the glaze kit is for people with a lighter complexion. But do you know what, I'm just going to give it a go anyway, and I'm going to take it on this big fluffy brush and just run this like around just on the top of where my contour is at the top, and it isn't really that bad, you know. Kind of just adds a little bit more shimmer to my bronzer, which I haven't added too much because I don't want to be like extra Tin Man today, but we might actually be heading in that direction. But I do actually really like this one. Obviously I haven't applied too much, and I've applied it on a big fluffy brush. It's going to disperse the product out a little bit smoother than a more tapered brush like the Morphe brush. But these are what the palettes look like side by side, and they do definitely complement each other, and I feel like Laura Lee has done such a good job with the undertones of these highlighters, and just the colours are very, very universal. And yeah, there's no rules to makeup. You can use highlighters as eyeshadow, you can use eyeshadow as highlighters, you can do whatever you want. So I'm really pleased with both of these palettes. So now we're going to be diving into the loose highlighters, and I'm going to be a little bit cautious with these because I'm really worried that I'm just going to get glitter absolutely everywhere. So let's just pray to the gods that I don't get it everywhere. So I've just zoomed you guys in again, and so you can see up close what this looks like. So this actually has like a sifter in here. So this does actually have like a sifter in here, so you can obviously protect the shimmer from going everywhere, so that is a bonus. And I'm not sure what shade I want to go in with first, because obviously we're going to apply a highlighter on this side, but the formula of loose highlighters feel very, very different, and they are very, very finely milled as well, and I feel like these are going to be a little bit more subtle. So this is the shade Sugar and Spice. Now this one is very close to my skin complexion, so I have had to turn the brightness down a tiny bit so you guys can see on camera, because it wasn't showing up, but you can see how reflective these are, but they're not as reflective as the palettes. And then we are gonna dip into the shade. This is Warm and Toasty, and I'm just tapping some on the cap here, and then dipping my finger in the lid. And this is the shade on there, and I'm just going to swatch it. Oh, this one is very pretty. This one has more of a bronzy undertone, and the top one has more of like a champagne-y undertone to it. And I do really like both of them. The Warm and Toasty one will probably be really good to pop on like my shoulders or my collarbone when I do have like a spray tan, but obviously we are in the sort of transition from winter to spring at the minute. The UK is very on and off, so I don't think I'm going to get tan anytime soon unless I spray tan myself. And then the last shade we have is the shade Sweet and Saucy. So I'm going to open this up, and I do really like the packaging of these, and these were part of her Sleigh Bell collection, so they were part of her holiday collection, but I can't remember what holiday collection it is. So I believe that these highlighters would have come with like this palette, because this is the Sleigh Bell palette that I have. So I do believe that they are part of that sort of collection, and I think the shade Pouty and Nice is part of that collection as well, because the aesthetic is sort of similar. So I'm just going to tap a little bit of Sweet and Saucy into the cap, dip it in again, and this is what it looks like on my finger. So that is the shade Sweet and Saucy right there. It definitely does have a pinkier undertone, but it does have like a little bit of golden shimmer. It's kind of giving me like NARS Orgasm vibes, but in a powder form, if that makes sense. So I think I'm going to go into the shade, this is called Sugar and Spice, and tap some in the cap, and then take some on my Morphe brush and see how this goes. So I'm just going to apply this to the upper part of my cheek, and I'm just going to focus this here. It's okay. It's not the best shimmer in the world. I mean, it's not as pigmented as the others, but I guess it kind of is. This one sort of went straight up shimmery, but I don't know whether it's because I'm not dispersing as much product with this, because I'm kind of going a little bit light-handed, but you can definitely build this up and you can see how pretty it is. I'm actually quite pleased with that one. And then we are also going to try out Warm and Toasty. So I'm going to pop some in the cap. I'm going to dust off my brush and make sure that there's no product on here whatsoever so we don't cross-contaminate. And I'm just going to dip in to the shade on here, coat the brush, and then tap off the excess. And then I'm going to take this on the temple of my forehead and just tuck this here. I don't know if you guys can see that there, but that is like a proper nice bronzy shade. It is kind of similar to the Glow Gal shade that we applied up on this side from the Glaze palette, but I do really like that shade as well. And then lastly, from this loose highlighter set, I'm gonna pop the shade, what is this called? Sweet and Saucy. So many shade names to remember, I'm sorry. And I'm going to take this on a Morphe M124 brush, and I'm just going to pop this on my brow bone on both sides. I really like that shade. It's not like an icy brow bone shade is what I'm usually used to, but this does go really well with this eyeshadow look, and it would probably be really nice to apply as like a shimmery eyeshadow as well. And I can imagine that this shade would be really nice as like a blush shade as well. I might apply some of this to my nose on this big fluffy brush, like so. And because it does have that sort of champagne-y gold reflect in it, it is working really nicely along my nose. And I'm just going to apply some on my Cupid's bow and my chin. So I do really like every single one of the highlighters that I have tried out today from L'Oreal Los Angeles. I probably prefer the palettes over the loose highlighters, but obviously I will use them on different occasions depending on what look I want to go for. If I want more of an intense glow, I will go for the lip kits, and if I want something a little bit more subtle, then I will go for the loose highlighters. And I don't know whether you can like mix these in with a translucent setting powder and make it sort of glowy as well. I have also seen L'Oreal add these highlighters to like a bottle of water or something, and it does create that sort of shimmery Iconic London spray that I've seen her do over on TikTok, so I might try that out with one of these as well as like an overall glowy setting spray. So we're now moving on to the part where my lips are going to be hating me after this, because we have 4 liquid lipsticks to try out today. Now the first shade we have to try out is the shade Cabana. Now this is an iconic lip shade from her makeup line, so I'm really excited to give this a go and see what the hype is all about. So this is what the packaging looks like on the lip component. Now I really like the way that these look. Online they did look very like plasticky looking, but they are really nice and weighty and do feel very luxurious, which I'm happy to see. So I'm gonna, ooh, that smells like apples, I think that smells like. I'm not too sure. I'm not the best at like identifying scents and explaining them to you guys, so, but this does smell like apples, which is really nice. The doe foot on this is a decent size, so I'm going to swatch this on the back of my hand. So I am just going to swatch this on the back of my hand for you guys, just here. Wow, that is one pigmented lip shade. That is so pretty, and it's got like a true nude undertone to it. Obviously it's a bit more of a deeper nude for me personally, but it does have like that true nude undertone. So from the Glazed kit line we also have the iconic shade Mai Tai to try out as well. I didn't pick up any of the vibrant colours because I know I'm not going to wear them. I am a nude girl, and nude lip, I prefer more of a dramatic eye and a nude lip. That is just what I like to do. So I didn't purchase any of the vibrant shades, so these are all going to be nude shades. Oh! So this is what the shade Mai Tai looks like. It is very different to the shade Cabana. This one has more of a pinky undertone, and then obviously this has more of a brown true nude undertone. Let's see if this has the smell. Yep, has the same exact smell. I think it's apples. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's apples. The doe foot is exactly the same, and I'm just going to swatch this right next to it. And these do feel like really cream and rich on application. And this is what the shade My Tai looks like. So next we have the shade Pouty and Nice, and this is obviously from the Sleigh Bell collection. And this is the only nude matte lipstick that they had in that collection. I think they had a red, and I think they had a sort of metallic lip that I was not really interested in. I just want to point out that they do obviously sell the lippies individually for obviously a lower price point, but they do sell the sets together. So the glazed and bronze lip set retails for £38, and then it's discounted at £22.80. And then they also have the Sleigh Bell trio on here as well, which obviously has the Pouty and Nice shade in there. I cannot speak today, I do apologise guys. And this retails for £30.40 on the Beauty Cutie website, and it's now on sale for £18.24. So back to swatching. This is the shade Pouty and Nice. I got the pronunciation right that time. And this is like a proper dusky pink colour. Oh, that is very pretty. As you can see, this shade here, My Tai, has more of a warm undertone, whereas Pouty and Nice is a little bit more deeper with more of a cooler undertone. And it's sort of like giving me purpley vibes, but I really like that. And it does have the same smell. Like, I can smell it with just swatching it on my hand. It smells absolutely insane. And then the last shade we have is the Nakey shade, and I do believe this is a lippy from the Nudie Patootie collection that she done, but I don't think that they sell any other colours from this line on the Beauty Cutie website. Yep, so on the Beauty Cutie website they literally only have this liquid lipstick from the Nudie Patootie collection on their website, which is a little bit disappointing, because if you want the Nudie Patootie palette to go with your lipstick, you can't get it. But they also have on the Beauty Cutie website, I've just seen, they have the Boss Babe and Party Animal. These are what they look like. These are obviously very old and used and abused. They have the Party Animal for £9, and it usually retails for £15. And then they also have the Boss Babe palette, which looks like this, on there as well, which usually retailed for £15 and is now £9. But unfortunately you can't purchase these as a bundle, so that is a shame. Okay, last lipstick we have to swatch, and then we are going to be applying them to my lips and see if they look any good on me. Hopefully they do. I'm praying to God that they do. So this is what the shade Nakey looks like, and the components of these two are slightly different. They may look the same, but they are very different. So this component here has more of a sheen to it. It's got a little bit of glitter on the top, and then it's slightly lighter in colour, whereas the Nakey shade is completely matte and is a little bit of a deeper colour. And again, it has the potent apple smell. Oh, that was a bad swatch. That was an awful swatch. But that is what the shade Nakey looks like right there. Now I think I want to apply the lighter shades first, because I'm quite worried that they're going to stain my lips, because as I'm wiping this off it's staining my hand. So I think I'm going to go in with the lighter shade first and then work my way downwards. So I have nothing on my lips, and I'm going to go in with the shade Nakey first and apply this on the lips. And that literally was like one dunk pigment. I covered my whole lips with this. There's no streakiness, and obviously I've done this freehand without a lip liner, but I really like this shade. I was really worried that this shade was going to be way too light for me, but it actually isn't. It is really nice, and I feel like this shade would look really nice just popped on the centre of one of the other liquid lipsticks that we have. So this is the shade Nakey. So the next shade we are going to be applying is the shade Cabana. Now I'm actually quite nervous for this shade because it did look a little bit cool toned on the website, so let's give this a go. So this is what the shade Cabana looks like, and I'm actually quite happy with it. It is on the more oranger side for my skin tone complexion, but I did experience a little bit of streakiness with this one, but it wasn't major. I just had to touch up a little bit. Like, there is a little bit of patchiness here. I don't know whether you guys can see that, but they are very, very comfortable on my lips, and it doesn't seem to be drying out my lips either, and I do really like this shade. So this is the shade Cabana. Okay, so the next shade we're going to be trying out is the shade Mai Tai, and I'm actually quite excited for this one because this is like my perfect lip colour. Oh god, that is pigmented. That is a lot more pinkier than I anticipated. So this is what the shade Mai Tai looks like, and it is a lot more vibrant than what I anticipated. But I don't mind it. I probably wouldn't wear it like this on its own. I probably would add like a lighter pink on the centre of it, but I do really like this, and it kind of is coming off on my skin tone to be a little bit more of a like a corally sort of shade, but obviously not very, very coral. It still has that pinky base to it, but this is the shade Mai Tai. So last but not least, we have the shade Pouty and Nice. So let's do this. Oh yes, this is my colour. I like this one. So this is the shade Pouty and Nice. Now, it is looking a little bit messy, I must say. I haven't done the best of jobs applying this one, but I love this one. This is probably my second favourite out of all 4 lippies that we've tried today. But yeah, I do really like this one. So this is the shade Pouty and Nice. So that is all for liquid lipstick swatched and applied on my lips. I do have the shade Cabana all over, and then the shade Naked Naked in the centre. I do feel like this lip combo is going to be like my all-time favourite liquid lipstick formula, because even though they're dried down, they feel so comfortable on the lips. And yeah, we'll just have to see how they last throughout the day, but I will update you guys on that over on my Instagram, so definitely go over and check my Instagram out, and I will put it in the description box for you guys. The loose highlighters, I probably would only use these on days where I want a little bit more of a subtle glow. I do really like the formula of these. I'm just not as familiar with loose highlighters as I should be, so I'm definitely going to have to play around with these a little bit more in the future and see where I can apply them. But I do feel like the showstopper products were definitely the highlighter palettes, especially the glazed kit. Obviously this one is going to be more on the wearable side for me, but the bronze kit, I can definitely get some use out of this as well on other areas of my face. So there you have it, guys. That is the end of today's video reviewing some Laura Lee Los Angeles makeup goodies. I really enjoyed today's video and hope you guys did too. Let me know what your favourite things are from Laura Lee Los Angeles Cosmetics down below in the description, because I would love to hear your thoughts on some of the products. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and tap that little notification bell just so you guys can be notified when I am uploading some new videos. I hope you guys are having a lovely morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in this world of ours, and I will see you guys again in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys!